Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Today we are going to go over some basic cell selection criteria when it comes to the price of the cells as well as their weight, right? From assembling a battery pack perspective. So let's say we have a supplier who can offer these four types of cells, right? From a construction slash design perspective. Each of these cells has a certain voltage uh, as well as a certain capacity and of course associated weight. We also have a pricing based on some industry numbers, right? Which is on a per cell per amp hour basis. As far as the overall system is concerned, this is our requirement, right? We want a system with 100 volts and a system voltage of 100 volts rather, and with a pack capacity of 400 amp hours. We also have a certain shipping cost involved, which is uh, about $50 per 100 kgs. Now, in order to find out exactly how many cells we would need for each of these cases, right? Let's take the first example of the cylindrical cell. We need to find out how many we need in series versus how many we need in parallel in order to meet these system requirements. Now we know that when cells are connected in series, we are able to bump up the system voltage, whereas when they are connected in parallel, we are able to bump up the capacity, which is amp hours. For example, let's assume that we have one module that has 222 cells in parallel, right? That would give us the required capacity, that is 400 amp hour. Now we need to connect such modules, 31 of them in series, in order to get the required voltage of 100 volts. So as far as the total combination of cells is concerned, or the total number of cells is concerned, ends up being a product of the two, right? So we need 6944 cells. Now we get the weight of the overall pack, and this does not, of course, consider the added cooling hardware, the case itself, the BMS if it's installed within, if it's part of the pack, etc., etc. We're just looking at the weight of the cells together, right? So that's about 350 kgs approximately. Now, the total price, excluding any shipping costs, is the price for these cells is $0.7 per cell per amp hour, right? So the number of cells that we have is 6944. So the unit price becomes the total number of cells to the price to the amp hour, because it is per cell per amp hour, right? Total price is 8750. Now we look at the shipping cost, which is, as I mentioned earlier, $50 for 100 kgs, and we have a mass of 347, so this becomes $174. Similarly, we get the number of cells required for each of these different configurations, right? Let's see what we have done here. As we can see, the smaller cells, the smallest ones in this case, the cylindrical ones, a large number of them required. Then we have the prismatic, which is the prismatic shaped cells which come with a hard casing. For the ones which have a lower amp power capacity per cell, but higher system voltage. So basically, they do not have a lot of performance compared to, let's say, the option number 3, where those cells have an 85 amp power of capacity per cell, which is pretty high. Which is why if we look at the final combination or number of cells, cell number 3 or option number 3 ends up being the least number of cells required. Although now we get into the actual weight, right? Which is where again our decision making or our decision, something that will influence our decision making, right? So we do have lesser number of cells, but then the mass of that system is pretty high, right? Also, we are not considering the dimensions of the cells yet, right? Which would be also one of the things when it comes to packaging, as well as any sort of cooling hardware and how that would go. So there are a lot of variables that get into come into picture as far as assembling a pack is concerned, a battery pack is concerned. So this is definitely sort of the tip of the iceberg in that sense. Okay, so let's see. So we have a certain price now for each of these varieties, right? If we select them, again we see that the cylindrical cells end up being the cheapest in this case. Similarly, we have the shipping cost, which again reflects the weight. So pretty much prismatic cells are not going to perform very well here when it comes to weight, right? Even on the lower end in this case, like we see in example number 2. So this gives us a total mass of the system, right? And we have certain unit pricing. Now the next point is going to be from a packaging perspective, right? Now, if we take dimensions for each of these and then find out how our case and how much available space we have, that would also influence the final decision on on which ones we select. But this is all for today. If you feel like this is something which is interesting or you would like to find out more about, definitely let us know. We can guide you to some courses, e-courses that have information that covers pretty much the entire bandwidth of the EV ecosystem or electric vehicle ecosystem. Um, so yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Good evening.